Hello and welcome to HRL Firestone Firehog week number 6. This is going to be the penultimate round for the Hogs in this Firestone season. So we'll have one more Hog round after this, although to be fair, it will be a quad. The Gooses did get their quad earlier in the season. The Hogs are getting their quad later in the season at our final race. So that's where that'll happen, and it'll even things out. So it'll be even starts between both the series. But yeah, one more Goose race next week after this. One more Hog 2 weeks after this one. Track is Monza. Tried to Halo-fy it a little bit, but still make it be a pretty close remake. But yeah, you definitely see in the last turn there definitely some fun cheese added in to give it a little Halo spice. Always gotta work that in there. I guess I could go through before we start. The Joker is here, so adding a Joker into this one as well. And this one's pretty cheesy. It's similar to the Road America one, where it's the long Joker and you get that fat run and trying to like defend going into it and stuff like that. So it's interesting because it definitely ends up putting you in some similar scenario. Well, it's a little bit a little bit different than the Road America one though, in the sense that like the Road America one, you'd get the slow run going on the straight. This way, you get the fast run going on the straight. But it's still they're both slower, both slow Jokers. So it still ends up being slower overall, even though that straight line speed does end up being pretty crazy and can work out in pretty interesting ways. Joker should be pretty cheesy in this race and probably a pretty big part of it. But anyways, lining up for this first moto here, it's going to be 11 laps, and again, they'll have to use the Joker twice. Left to right, first to second, it's going to be Luke and Detail on the front row, and then Slaunch and Roman on the next. Opix and Soul, Turkey and Fireball. Fireball is on our grenade duty, so he's going to be working that. He's going to be tossing it in the air real soon, and then getting back in his Hog as quickly as possible. There it is. And we're green, kicking it off at Monza. This first chicane can be pretty tricky. Everybody piling into it on the first lap. Let's see how it goes. Oh, Slaunch getting forced wide. That's going to cost him a bit. Detail getting the good start, getting off to the lead early. Close battle for second place. Few too wide battles throughout the pack. Oh, almost a look at a 3 wide. Wow, very aggressive throughout the entire field. And a 3 wide emerging for second place. They are 3 wide. Got to try to leave room, but the right side pushes far to the left. Luke gets cheesed off, and that's going to cost him several positions. Roman and Soul going to get away with that one and move on to second and third. Oh, Roman getting cheesed into the rock as well, so he's going to fall back to third. And lap 1 Joker usage coming out. Let's see. Is Luke going for that one? Lap 1 Joker. So already 1 Joker out for Luke. We'll try to keep track of the Jokers for everybody the best that we can. Detail's going to lead him down into lap 1, Soul second, and Roman third.
Lap complete.
Looks like we could see things heating up for that podium battle. Big run. Roman going to defend. And kind of went a little too aggressively. Kind of sent Slaunch off, but Slaunch did a good job recovering. Got back on track to get side by side with Roman in front of us here. That's what we're watching. The battle for third. Slaunch trying to recover. Got forced wide early on. Trying to get back into it. Detail holding on to a strong lead. Soul still second, and Slaunch peels off. 3 drivers peel off, take the Joker. Slaunch does it right there, slams into the wall. Looks like Opix goes for it, and Fireball goes for it as well. I was going to say, take a look at the rejoins here. Oh, this is spicy. Really close, side by side. This is Luke and Slaunch side by side. Both have taken their first Joker, and they came out side by side. We'll see how they battle. We got a battle in front of us in the first chicane too. Oh, and that was Turkey taking the short route after getting cheesed. Interesting. But getting cheesed on that one while he was looking for a spot. Slaunch and Luke with the close side by side battle. Slaunch gonna get the run off the corner. Sending it in deep, but leaving the room. Still close battle between the two. Still side by side. But Slaunch is going to have the preferred line coming up here, so we'll see what they do. See if anybody goes for any jokers. Oh, yeah. We got one already. And we got another one entering. Take a look. Let's see. I'm going to go back, actually. Did our... Bruh. Okay, there we go. MCC just broke. Sorry about that. So it's Roman going in for his first one. Then Opix and Fireball take their second. So they're done. They're done. See where Roman comes out. He's going to have a big run. Opix and Fireball, as you'd expect, going to be pretty far back, considering they're the only ones that have taken both Jokers already, but they're going to try to use that clean air to their advantage. So many drivers with one Joker taken, few with none, couple with two. We have a pretty good mix of Joker strategy early on into the Moto. Oh, and this is Luke trying to work Slaunch still in front of us, in front of Roman here. Still Detail and Soul in the front two spots. Turkey is currently in the podium. Oh, lag. Whoa, is this can't be the theater? I mean, I think Lag Cheese coming out for Roman here a little bit, maybe. I don't know. It's weird. Let's go take a look at the Joker because the on-track battles aren't that close. See if anybody takes it this lap. Looks like Detail passes. Still pretty decent, like 6 or so hog length lead on Soul. Whoa! Oh! Slaunch sending it in deep. Let's take another look at that. We saw Roman takes his Joker as well. Let's take a look at what happened here. Slaunch and Luke trying to catch up to Turkey. And Slaunch sends it in deep. It makes a little contact with the rock. Luke's going to go around the left. Roman takes his Joker. Oh! See where Roman comes out. See, try to follow their battle as well. Roman will come out in front of Fireball, I think. Oh, and super close. Luke completes the pass on Slaunch right there. Yeah, Slaunch just sent it a little too deep. And got out of shape in the third shack. And it is Fireball in the back here. I think making his hog debut. Or no, he had to, well, no, yeah, it would have to be his hog debut. Yeah, I believe making his hog debut, so probably getting used to that a bit. Ooh, that was a little spooky up there for Detail, almost hitting the two-wheel, it looked like. Yeah, the closest, oh, another one for Luke there, too. Really risky on those two wheels, but this is the most interesting battle that we have here, I think. Turkey, Luke, and Slaunch in this little pack, and different Joker strategies, I believe. Oh, and maybe a fake out, not sure, but Luke and Slaunch decide to do it. Go for their second Joker, both of them do. Oh, look at this rejoin, Luke to the left. Opix maybe having a look at it, but Luke having too much momentum, gets out right in front of him, and that's actually a big moment. Let's see how, this freaking theater cheesing us twice. I don't know why it's sending 20 seconds, but big moment in the race. Like I said, I think the Jokers are pretty important. It's definitely possible to gain time on this track, but passing can be pretty difficult. So these Jokers are pretty important. So I think this is a pretty, potentially a pretty big moment in the race because this spot is going to put Opix in between Luke and Slaunch here, and that's, you know, three championship contenders this season. Slaunch, Luke, and Detail. Detail leading the race right now, and Luke and Slaunch not having as good of luck, but trying to work their way back up the pack. So having Opix in the middle right there is actually pretty massive for their individual battles. Let's go back on board. Whoa. Slaunch maybe having a look there. So Luke and Slaunch are done. Opix and Fireball are done. I think Roman's done. I don't think Detail and Soul have taken any. And I want to say, I don't think Turkey has either. So I think the top three have not taken any Jokers. And I think everybody else has taken all of them. I believe everybody else has taken all of them. Unless I've missed any cheese at the moment. I believe that's what we're looking at right now. So, and a lot of different laps that we've seen the Jokers be taken to. I like the variety of Joker strategies that we're seeing here. Okay, so up front, yeah, Turkey definitely takes his. As Slaunch, oh no! Big moment in the race. We'll take a look at how the Joker rejoin goes in a second here. Back in the Elite controller. Hold on, I gotta cheese this so I can hit the replay. Let's see what happens here. Slaunch and Opix battling. I did the wrong one. Lamo. There we go. Slaunch and Opix battling. And Slaunch looking for it. Looking to get to the inside. And just almost makes it happen, but just barely clips the rock. They can be pretty treacherous, and that one's going to cheese Slaunch down. Pretty glorious flip, too. And he's going to get passed probably by Roman and Fireball here, and he's going to have to try to recover. Man, that's going to be rough. That's going to put Slaunch in a weird position. But let's get back on board with Turkey on his Joker exit and see if he can make the run to Opix, and he's not going to be able to. Almost was getting pretty close, but he's not going to be able to. Oh, spicing it up, though. He actually made, like, the crossover line work. And this backpack battle is cheese right now. Kind of expect that, because, again, Detail and Soul are not on their Jokers yet, so... Oh! Turkey locks it up a little bit. Oh, let's go back. I keep doing the replays, but this shit keeps getting interesting. This first moto's more cracked than I thought. But going into the first chicane... Turkey battling hard with Opix, and I think he locks it up a little bit on the late break, and that allows Roman to send and make it too wide, but Opix will have the outside here. Will he be able to take advantage of it? Oh, Roman's going to cut it off. Roman's going to cut it off. Man, unfortunate for Opix right there, losing 2 spots because of Turkey's lockup. And man, look at this pack right now. And again, this pack is everybody done with their Jokers, except for Turkey, unless I missed a Joker that he took earlier, which is possible. So maybe Turkey is too. If I have any pit reporters that are aware of that, please point it out right now. But that seems to be the case. Oh, no, there we go. We confirmed it. Oh, no, and Turkey spins it. He recovers pretty well, but he spins it. Man, that's tough, and you can see Turkey is going to go all the way to the back of that pack. Joker strategy not working out for him. Going to lose all those spots. That pack is nuts, though. And it's Detail Soul, still 1-2. I don't think any Joker's taken for either of them yet. Oh, maybe Opix with the run on the exit of the corner on Roman here, and we're getting close to the end of the race as well. There's only like 3 laps to go. So maybe they're saving it to the very end. They're going to have to take their Jokers soon. Opix not able to make it happen on Roman. It's kind of opened up the door for Fireball. And Fireball makes it stick around the outside. Will he send it? Oh, it's so tight. Fireball makes it happen to give him the space, but not completing the pass yet. And Slaunch getting a massive run behind them, but where does he go? Are they going to bog? Is this going to give Slaunch the run? Oh, this could get really spicy. What the hell? 3 wide down the straight. All going into the Shacken. No Jokers, no backing out. And they're still maintaining it. What the hell? They maintain the 3 wide all the way through the straight all the way through the third Shacken. I don't know how these guys are doing. They're still doing it. There's no way it lasts here. Wait, Opix is forcing it to the outside. They might keep it going. They might keep it going. And they do. They keep the 3 wide going. I don't understand. This should not be possible. How is this going to end going into the first chicane? Probably cheesy. Oh my god, they're still going. The 2-wheel. No! And she strikes. What the hell just happened there? Slaunch was the one. Oh, come the fuck. And we're back and taking a look at this replay of this absolutely insane battle. Let's see how it started here. I think Roman in front, just getting a bad run. All the other drivers getting a great run. And the way they opened up that 3 wide left and right around him both ways, Fireball and Opix, that was nuts. And then Slaunch just trailing behind, just witnessing this. And then I am very impressed at how they were able to hold it through our final turn here. Opix just getting just enough of a hitch to keep his momentum. But Fireball getting the big momentum on the high side. And now this is where I'm really curious. Let's see how this goes down through the first chicane, because a lot of cheese happens here. So let's see what happens. This shot is dope, by the way. So we're going to slow-mo here. And you see Fireball's locked it up on the brakes a little bit. Opix, not a lot of room. He makes contact with the rock, but holds it. Not enough. I think being kept on the ground by the other drivers, holding on to it. Fireball making big contact on the second one, though. That was way worse than what Opix experienced. And look, Slaunch behind us does the same thing. And I think Fireball got saved by Roman and Opix. I don't think he would have lived through that. I think he would have ended up like Slaunch and Opix, unfortunately, just catching the terrain in the exit rumble. That's tough. Eventually running out of space. They did such a good job maintaining that for so long. And unfortunate for Slaunch, too, hitting the rock there. But yeah, that was crazy. That was one of the... Oh, no! What the hell? Don't cheese me. Okay. And now Roman cheeses. Well, I mean, might as well just go back here. See the calamity in front of us. Crazy moment in the race. And then look at this. Roman trying to work this spot on Fireball. Clips the rock himself. And flips over. I fucked the angle. Gah! Here we go. Gotta get a good shot of Roman crashing out, right? There it is. Yeah, those rocks can be brutal. What a recovery, though. Wow. And they're still battling. Roman and Opix, Slaunch getting involved. Dude, this backpack battle is nuts. This backpack battle in Moto 1's actually Road America level. Like, what the hell? Didn't even notice this happened. And meanwhile, we're going to 2 to go. I know that Detail and Soul have at least taken one Joker at this point. The double 2-wide battles. What is going on in this backpack? This is a crazy... This is actually Road America Moto 1 level, just not throughout the entire field, but these last 4 or 5 drivers are really duking it out in this race. It's actually great action here for these last spots. All the points count. Look at that run to the inside. Again, all the points you can get count, even with mulligans. These guys want everything they can going into the final 2 rounds of the season. Slaunch not getting the space from Roman right there. Unfortunate. Still on his comeback tour, trying to make it happen. Yellow D-Shade. Yeah, trying to make it happen here. And I think it may single out a little bit from that. And Turkey, by the way, who was behind all this, Smooth Criminal, just casually worked his way by. Oh, I believe Detail and Soul have taken both Jokers, by the way. They've taken both. So this is where we're at. And Luke's real close behind Soul, going to the white flag, so we lose it a little bit on the exit of that turn. So we could potentially see a battle here for the podium spot for second place still at the very end. Detail leading him down, though. Haven't seen much from him this race because he got away from all this cheese early and then managed it just pretty well the whole way. He's on the white flag, just needs to do one more clean lap. Doesn't need to go for anything rogue. Just run the chicanes cleanly and close it out here, and he can get another win on the season for him. That would be his 5th, tying him with Luke and putting him 1 behind Slaunch. So yeah, that 3-way battle for the front is just getting nuts in the point standings. And this race is definitely going to shake it up with Slaunch finishing, potentially towards the back if he can't get any of those last spots, last minute. Detail winning and Luke at 3rd. Like, it's definitely going to mix things up for sure. We'll see if there's any last-minute attempt. Getting the momentum here for trying to get around Soul, but it looks like the gap might be too big unless Luke gains a ton here. In the 3rd section, not going to be enough, I don't think. Doesn't look like it. Detail rounding the outside. One final time. Going to make it happen here in Moto 1, taking the win. Soul taking 2nd, Luke 3rd. And we'll see where that crazy pack battle behind them ends. Who gets those spots? Let's get a side angle so I can hopefully see him a little bit. I'm going to say it's Fireball there. Turkey, Roman, Slaunch, and Opix is how it ends out. What a crazy battle they had, though. Those 5 drivers behind the podium had a really crazy race. Like, the podium battle didn't end up being that nuts, but the freaking behind the podium battle was actually pretty awesome. But yeah, great first moto again, especially those last 5 guys. Like, that was awesome. To start off the night here at Monza, definitely a cheesy track. The mistakes, brutal. The Joker strategy, very important. I think we'll see that continue throughout the night here. But again, end of the first moto, it's Detail, Soul, and Luke on the podium. Sol, I think, taking his highest finish, unless he got a second place as well. I'll double check. Oh, he did get a second place. So Sol tying his best finish in the Hogs on the season, getting a second place earlier and getting a second place here again. So getting some good finishes in the Hogs. So that's going to be GG's for Moto 1. We'll go on to Moto 2 and see you guys there.